Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming and welcome back to Nascar Dirt to Daytona. Man, it's been a long time since I played this game. So let's kind of do a recap here because there's a lot to talk about here at the start, and I apologize, this is going to be kind of a rambly beginning here. So the last time I uploaded a video, it was episode 10 of season 4, I believe. We were streaming this game, and I was getting 3 episodes per stream, about 3 or 4. So the last episode that was put on YouTube was the first episode of a stream. And for some reason, I never did anything with the second 2 episodes. And at some point or another, I must have deleted it, because I can't find it anywhere. So, unless if I miraculously find some lost episodes here in the future, we're going to have to do kind of a recap here of what happened, because I have no footage of it, and the stream VOD's gone because I wasn't highlighting streams back then, and yeah. So, I'm going to get my notes out here. So we missed 2 episodes, essentially, worth of content. I believe it was 5 races, yep. So we only missed 1 truck race, which was at Michigan. I believe we can see how I did there. I finished 14th in that truck race, so I'm still 14th in points. Truck Series has been a big struggle for me. But I do recall there being something like, once you win the championship or once you max out your car, then things start getting harder. So, Truck Series is still a bit of a struggle. It's fun, and then that's the only truck race that we missed. But on the Cup Series side, I believe we've missed 4 Cup Series races. And I have no way of finding out how I did in 3 of those 4. The only one I can tell you about is Darlington, which is the most recent race, in which I finished 16th. But, good news is, in the last episode that was on YouTube, we did take the points lead, and we have maintained the points lead. And we maintained it barely. We have a 7-point gap, which is very minimal back in the old point system. We did get a win. Let me look at the list. The 4 races were Darlington, which we just talked about, Watkins Glen, Michigan, and Bristol. If I had to predict which race I won in, it'd probably be Watkins Glen, but I'm not going to put my money on that because I also think I probably could have won at Michigan or Bristol. So, we're roughly about where we were in the standings there. We're not doing anything with the other 2 series. So, the next thing that I really have absolutely no clue where we stand is the upgrade front here. In the last episode that went up on YouTube, we just purchased an exhaust upgrade, which is this one. And I had said we were going to work towards an aero upgrade. And it looks like we're working towards this one, the 750K one. So we are not quite there yet. So I do not believe we did any upgrades there. Not worried about that. Engine, where are we at on engine? That could be an upgrade for the future as well. I'd say after that aero upgrade, we go for the engine upgrade. The truck series, we're fully maxed out, aren't we? I just want to check. We are not fully maxed out, not even close. So that might be something, if we continue to struggle, we look at. But obviously the main focus is the Cup Series right now, especially considering we're doing so well. So, that's the recap. I, again, apologize for the issues we had with this. Not something I was expecting to, but the reason I'm returning to this game, there are 2 reasons. One is we are very close to the end. If we win this championship, the original goal was to then race all 4 series, but I'm actually not sure if that's possible anymore, because we don't have a modified car in the garage. We still have the weekly racing series car, but we don't have the modified car, and I don't have a clue as to how I get it back. So, that was the original goal. I'm not sure if if that's something I'm going to be able to do. If any of you are watching and have experience with this game, let me know, because I remember I turned down like an offer, a sponsorship offer, and then the modified car just went away. So that's something to keep in mind. But if we can't do that, then we will just say we win the Cup Series and now the championship in the Cup Series, and that'll be the end of the series. The second reason I want to do this is I'm going to be starting a long-running series on my channel of going through all of the NASCAR games. We're going to be starting with Dirt to Daytona right here, and we are going to go through all of the NASCAR games in order, either starting and completing or finishing playthroughs of each of them. Some of them will be easier than others. We got this game, we're pretty close to the end. Heat 2, we've already finished a playthrough, so I don't need to do that. Heat Evolution, I can't remember if we finished it or not. I remember we were pretty close. Heat 3 obviously is ongoing. The tough ones, NASCAR 06, we're kind of halfway through on that. NASCAR 07, I started one and it didn't go very well, but I can revisit it. NASCAR 09, we started one and I rage quit, but I think I know what I need to do to fix that. So that leaves Thunder 2003, Thunder 2004, Chase for the Cup 2005, and then all of the Technics games, which will be an interesting endeavor for sure. For those of you who know the NASCAR YouTube scene, this is very similar to what If Racing does. He doesn't do it exactly in order, but he's doing similar concept of going through all the NASCAR games. And I thought I'd give it a shot. This is in no way copying him. This is more inspired by him, I'd say. We'll be doing it a little bit differently, obviously, because all YouTubers have their varying opinions on things. So I've rambled on long enough. Let's see what we got next on the schedule here. We have a truck race. Let me just make sure this is actually what we have next. Yes. We have a truck race at Richmond. So let's go. Alright, here we go for our qualifying lap. I'd say a good lap would be around the 24.5-second mark. So let's see what happens here. I did do some practice sessions just to see, just to familiarize myself with the game again, because this is the one game that has slightly different controls, at least for me, where I use the brake and the accelerator on the right joystick instead of the triggers. I do think there's a way to change that, but I'm not familiar with that way of changing it. But yeah, I'd say a 24.5 would be good considering my relative lack of experience with this game recently. So we'll see what happens here. I do know our ace in the hole is usually pitch strategy in this game, so we definitely got to take advantage of that. 24.1. I'm definitely going to take that. That's better than what I expected, but that's about where I ran in practice. Let's see where we end up qualifying here. We are going to qualify 11th. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're ahead of a few real-life guys, Bobby Hamilton and such. Championship, definitely out of the cards in this series, so I'm not even going to think about that. We're just going to try to accumulate money, which is the main goal of this series. So let's head off to the race.
Whether under the lights or the bright sun of day, Richmond International Raceway is home to excitement. The action track, as it's known, combines the best of both worlds, super speedway speeds and short track action. At 3/4 of a mile in length, it's not unusual to witness tempers flaring at Richmond.
Alright. I know you guys have probably heard that already, but it's been so long since I've heard the Alan Bestwick intro, I just kind of needed to hear it again. Alright, not very good start, but I do think that's pretty canon to what we get. We are going to have to pit, and I believe what we usually do is no tires and one can of fuel, so a half load is what we usually do. Let's see, so we got 11 laps. So I do remember we do want to attempt to pit before everybody else to undercut the field. So I think we'll pit with 3 to go on the fuel.
Still there.
Who is this? This is not a real life guy. Alright, so we're still slow, clearly. I just attempted to hit the brake with the left trigger, so that didn't really help the situation. Also, the menu's gone.
Still there.
Alright, we are pitting this time by.
Slow down.
Alright, so we need 1 can of fuel, no tires, no repair. We'll add a little tape. No, we won't, because I remember that used to be an issue. Alright, so long as we don't get a caution, we should be able to gain a few spots here. We're undercutting the field, and we are taking fuel only. So realistically, we should be able to gain a few spots. We do need to be careful coming off of pit road to not cause a caution.
Car high.
Alright, so we merged back out. We are good on fuel to the end. Now we just need to see how we end up faring when it comes to everybody else pitting.
The car head is pitting.
Which it looks like most of them are doing right now. Alright, so we probably could have gone one more lap, but won't hurt us. So it's really going to be interesting to see where we come out. We were, what, 18th or 19th before the stop, I believe? So we'll see where we come out. But yeah, it's good to get back to this game. I don't really remember the reason why I stopped playing it. I think it was more of timing than anything. Because right around when I stopped playing it was right around when marching band season kicked into gear last year. So I think that might have been the reasoning behind it, but we'll see. Alright, so we're definitely gaining some spots here, for sure. We're already up into 11th, and I do believe there's still some guys who have to pit. So we're definitely gaining some spots here.
Five laps to go.
Gaining a lot of spots, actually. We're up to 6th. Alright. Now, can we maintain that? Is the question, because we are still very slow, clearly.
Car low. Going clear.
But we'll see what we can do. This lap car could block Crafton. Never mind.
Car high.
Alright, definitely think Crafton's going to get around, as Bobby Dotter might be able to as well. I don't know where things stand behind him. Actually, Bobby Dotter's getting held up by lap traffic as Matt Crafton makes an evasive move there. Wow. Alright. That was like a me and NASCAR Heat 3 kind of move there, so impressive move for sure. It looks like Small and Dotter got around the lap traffic as I immediately get into lap traffic. If you could block them, I would greatly appreciate it, but unfortunately they're going to catch me so quick that you don't even have the chance. I'd say if we can stay in the top 10, it'd be a success.
Car high.
I was going to block him, but it was a little too late to the party. But 2 laps to go, I definitely think we could maintain that. If this guy gives me a lane, he does.
All clear.
My new favorite lap car right there. White flag is out for the leader. Well, I'd say if we could salvage a 7th place finish, I'd be very happy with that. Again, I don't remember exactly where we were running on the usual occasion beforehand, but I do remember we were kind of struggling to get top 10s at one point, so. But if we can stay in 7th, which I think is a very good possibility if I nail this corner, and I do, so it looks like a 7th place effort here at Richmond. I will take it.
Can't complain about that.
You cannot complain about that. Robert Presley wins. Only 19 cars on the lead lap as well, so Leaders were really hustling there. See if there's any notables in the back. Nope. Alright. But yeah, a good race overall. Good race. So that'll help us in the point standings. Again, we're so far back in the points that I don't think it's going to really make much of a difference. But let's head back to the menu and get ready for whatever is next. Alright, we gained a little money there. What a race. The weather was clear at Richmond and it brought some good driving. Robert Presley took first place. But the 222 team stole the show. Is that us? I'm pretty sure that's us. At the post-race press conference, Fish had some fairly strong words. Jason Small was on my back. He was at the end there. But yeah, we finished 7th. We are still 14th in points, but we are 1 point away from Bill Lester, and we are pretty close to Bickle and Hamilton. Realistically, also Dodder and McDonald as well. So, I'd say if we could finish in the top 10 in points, I'd consider that a success. Are we all filled up here? Yes, we are. We could replace that, but I'm not going to. Alright. I believe the upgrade we were waiting for was at 750k, so we will wait on that. So we have a Cup Series race also at Richmond, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, here we are at Richmond. We're going off pretty early in qualifying here. Didn't do any practice because we just ran this track, so that might have been a mistake, but we will find out shortly. But yeah, I'm happy to get back to this game. Again, we're pretty close to the end, so definitely felt like we should get back to it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the kind of long-running series on the channel. I think this is going to give me a little more motivation to actually keep the channel running as far as getting through all these series. Because I've been kind of struggling for motivation. And I got some good advice from a couple other YouTubers, some more popular YouTubers, and I think this is a good way to go. That was our best lap we've ever turned here, so let's see if that ends up being a good qualifying effort or not. It looks like a pretty darn good qualifying effort at this point. In fact, it's on the pole. Wow. Have we gotten a pole in this series? Again, I have no idea. It's been so long, but I feel like poles were not something we were used to getting. Wow. Okay. I guess we'll just race.
Whether under the lights or the bright sun of day, Richmond International Raceway is home to excitement. The action track, as it's known, combines the best of both worlds, super speedway speeds and short track action. At 3/4 of a mile in length, it's not unusual to witness tempers flaring at Richmond.
Alright. We're on the pole. I really don't think that's a common thing in this series, but I really don't have a clue. What is common, though, is getting bad restarts. I do remember that quite vividly.
You're all clear.
Alright, 7 laps on fuel, so let's try to have a good start here. Okay, Sterling Marlin just completely blocked Kevin Harvick, or it might have been the other way around. The cars are very similar looking in the mirror. Yeah, it was Sterling Marlin. But yeah, this was kind of unexpected as far as getting the pole and now getting a really good start here. Jeez. Again, I don't remember what happened beforehand, but this does not seem like something that had happened in the past. I remember we used to always get pit strategy to help us do well, but I don't remember ever being fast solely on pace alone. But let's see. I'll probably pit with 3 to go on fuel again. 13 laps, so that'll be about 11 laps to go. So let's just make sure we don't take more fuel than we need. But wow, This is quite astonishing. Now, I do know once you win the championship, the AI does get more difficult. So if we were to do an all-4 championship thing, it would be slightly more difficult. But I don't know if I would really want to do that. So I think I am just going to call it after, if we win the championship this year. We're pitting this time. 45 miles per hour, I believe, was the speed limit.
Slow down.
Alright. 1 can of fuel, no tires, no repair. We'll leave everything else as it is because the car is mad fast. Alright. No caution, that's always a good thing, so let's make sure it stays that way. So we're just gonna kind of go to the high lane here. Nobody pitting that lap.
10 laps to go. Clear low.
No, no, do not spin out.
You're 3 wide.
I might have just made an oops. I think he saved it though. I was committed to the high lane. He just stayed there for way too long. I think he saved it, so I think we're good. That could have been a lot worse than it was. Looks like we have a couple people coming down pit road, but the majority is still on the track.
Car low.
I'm just really trying to avoid making my life slightly more miserable than it needs to be. But I am losing a ton of time here.
Clear low.
But again, we are very fast, and I think the addition of pit strategy will probably make our lives even easier. They should be pitting this time. They should have to be pitting by this time if the AI have similar fuel mileage. Right here, dude.
Stay high. Still there.
They're still
All
not
clear.
pitting. Alright, I'm not going to question it. We're fine on fuel, so not going to question it. Alright, you are going high, so I'm going to anticipate that you will stay there. But I also need to be wary of cars coming down on the pit road as well. There are a few more cars coming down pit road now, so that is reassuring. Some more notable cars.
Still there. All clear.
I do definitely think we lost some time though in this lap traffic because there is a car coming out in front of us, and that is Mr. Kevin Harvick. So we definitely lost some time, which is really unfortunate. But we are fast, so I do think we could get back to him again. Granted, we only have 5 laps to do so. We are going to get around Marlin, so I think this is going to put us into 2nd place. Yes. So can we catch Mr. Kevin Harvick here? That is the question. We definitely have the speed to. It's just a matter of do we have the time to. I definitely think I could get close enough to maybe do a bump and run situation as well. That lap car could also help us a bit as well. As I really overdrive the corner. Oof. Okay. That is not going to help our cause. Because what, we got 3 laps to go? Yeah. That lap car is probably going to be a main avenue of... That is Ryan Newman as well. Are they pitting twice? I feel like they're pitting twice. I do remember that was something they did. Sometimes. I just tried to hit the brakes with L2 again. Alright. Clearly I'm not used to these controls yet again. And that has given Harvick a decent lead. But I'm going to run up on him. I can't talk. I'm going to run up on him. And we are going to make it 3 wide with this lap car here. And we are going to take the lead. Now can we maintain the lead? Because Harvick is coming right back on us here. White flag is out, sponsored by RPG Design.
Clear high.
Alright. Alright, well that's one way to do it.
There's a spin in turn 2.
No, I was going to attempt a bump and run, but I forgot how the physics with the AI cars is like the exact opposite of NASCAR Heat 3. But we win. Where did Harvick finish? Oh no, he's going to finish like 13th. Okay, that I feel bad about that, but still. You know, I find it very interesting. I'm looking through the leaderboard here. This is the first time I played this game since NASCAR Heat 3 came out, and they have, you know, developers and people like that as names of the Dirt Series people. And I'm seeing some crossover here. Let's look down the leaderboard again. We got Todd Laguerre, and that's definitely a crossover. We got Brian McCabe, definitely a crossover. So we got a couple of them. But yeah, that was an interesting race to say the least. Get a good thumbnail here. Alright. So yeah, we won. We did not lead the most laps. Somehow. Because we pitted so early, that would be why. Alright. Set back to the menu. Alright, good payday. That might put us over the threshold to getting that aero upgrade. Aaron Fish dazzled the crowd at Richmond on September 6th and brought home the victory. Although Aaron has 11 top 5 finishes this season in the Cup League, some fans are also critics. Greg Roundtree from Northfield said, Aaron is a model citizen and my personal idol. But, and we'll never know. But yeah, that'll definitely help our points lead for sure. We now have a 32-point lead, so that definitely puts a little cushion on things over Rusty Walls, so we'll keep that in mind going forward. But since we did do a bunch of rambling, I believe these are all set, yep. Since we did do a bunch of rambling at the beginning, kind of talking about how this is going to work and recapping the missed episode, we're going to call it here for today. I'm very excited to get back into this game, and I hope you guys are too. This was always a decent game on the channel. I don't know why, I just kind of lost interest in it. But hopefully we can gain back some of those viewers and have a good last probably, 5 or 10 episodes of the series, and then we'll move on to Thunder 2003 in the line of succession, which is going to be an adventure for me. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And click that little notification bell so you get notifications every single time I post a video. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.